So hey folks, this is Nishant. Here we talk about businesses, products, content creation and a bunch of other things. So if you're interested in any of these and if at any point in the video you feel like subscribing, just don't stop yourself and hit that red button, subscribe. Anyways, all of this happened on Twitter. One of the top journalists of the US mentioned in an interview about the rise in number of unicorns the last 2 years and even tweeted about it. Christopher mentioned that there were 936 unicorns currently in the world. Surprisingly, Elon Musk replied to this tweet saying most of them will not survive the next recession. And obviously, the next logical question to Elon was, when will the recession hit? To that, he replied, my gut feeling is that probably it would happen in spring 2022 or before 2023. That means Elon Musk wants to say that recession would hit in sometime in March 2022 or before 2023. Let's consider at the end of 2022 as the best case scenario. Now basically what he's trying to say that this year is going to be hanging sword on our necks of not knowing what's going to happen. Due to a lot of reasons this might seem logical as well, and due to some reasons this might seem a little bit illogical as well. Let's discuss both in a very structured way. First, let's discuss why is it logical. In the past 2 years, since the market crash of 2020, global economy has rallied to almost double than where it was. The American indexes are at all-time highs, the Indian stock indexes are almost at all-time highs, and so are the global indexes all around the world. Everybody thought that the crash of 2020 would be a long journey and it will take time to recover from that. But the exact opposite happened. The economies boosted themselves and people were more or less getting on the train due to hype of huge gains. When something rallies up so much and there's little or no friction while going up, there are many speculations along the way. Some of them are, and let's take an example. Let's say a venture capital firm X. They invested in a certain company and the valuation increased to almost 10 times their original investment. Since this is a venture capital firm, they invest in other companies as well. Not every company performs well in their portfolio. Only a few companies add up massively. The basic 80-20 rule says that 20% of things are responsible for the majority 80%. Same here. If this VC firm has got 10 times returns and they want to cash out, they have to sell their major performer. As these VC firms get money from high net worth people and they invest that money in startups, what if this incoming money stops? What if people are not ready to give money to these venture capital firms or other institutions? If people won't be ready to give money to these VC firms, the only choice they will be left with will be selling their stake in their top performers. Now, since markets are at an all-time high, a lot of these VC funded companies would get listed on the stock market to get the benefits of these rising economies. But that's when these VC firms roll out papers to find the next big thing and sell out some of their stake in the major performers. Hence they cash out some part when the companies get listed. When such an institution cashes out, there is a slight downfall in the valuation of companies and gradually the majority part goes into the hands of public. Now here's another catch. In the past 2 years, people getting into the whole financial zone has skyrocketed. They haven't seen a crash and are enjoying the rally. But what they don't realize is that the returns that they are seeing right now are the results of some hidden reasons, and that majority of people don't know about. I'll explain a few of them and you can connect the dots. Here's a shocker. Over 40% of the entire US dollars was printed in last 1 year. I don't know if you realize what this means, but this gives out a lot of red flags. One example would be an illogical rally due to some ridiculous extra supply of money that the government just poured in out of nowhere in the global economy. This reduces the value of money by a huge scale. The purchasing power of let's say 80 rupees which you would buy 1 liter petrol for is now 110 rupees. I know there are taxes and charges in between, but you get my point. The overall decrease in the purchasing power of money is called inflation. Since the purchasing power has decreased, the day-to-day prices rise and this loop goes on and on and on. And by the way, inflation is not what we should be afraid of. It is a very normal concept and it has been happening since years. Hence our parents scold us when we buy some 3000 rupees of clothes and say that we used to buy that for 300 rupees and you are spending 3000 rupees on that. But yeah, it is normal. Inflation is normal. But here's the abnormal part. Printing 40% of cash in 1 year, that's fucked up. That's some hyperinflation level thing. I'll explain hyperinflation in the next video and that's gonna blow your mind. Subscribe right now to not miss out on that video. It is speculated that there's probably a bubble being formed. Probably people will go crazy to see huge returns in their portfolios, but they don't realize that the value of their rising money is also decreasing. I don't even want to go to people who have their money in their bank accounts. The value of their money will be significantly less if something disastrous happens. Though billionaire founders don't really get affected by this or are less affected by this, since most of their net worth is in the stock portfolio of their companies. The ones that get trapped and fooled are the normal people. Due to the hyper printing of cash, too much capital in the startup space, and the inflow of financially less educated people in the financial markets are some of the logical reasons why we might see some dark times, and are also some of the logical reasons why Elon Musk can be right. And the illogical part would be just one line: people will get used to this. That's what government thinks, and that has happened since decades. Elon Musk has said March to June 2022. Let's consider the whole 2022 and let's see what happens. And by the way, these would be just my observations and my research. I'm not at all an economist or a financial guru. I'm just somebody who likes to dig deeper into things. This is not a speculation, not an advice, not a tape, nothing of that sort. Do your own research before taking any decisions or spreading this information forward. Don't spread it. If you doubt this video, do your own research and find out more about it. I would really appreciate that. I would probably get some hate for this video, but hey, that's my opinion and I would love to put it forward. If you think the complete opposite, hey, that's good for you. That's your opinion. Cheers to that. I respect your opinion. And let's consider something happens in 2022. You know where you found it. You found it on this channel. And by the way, I would love to be proven wrong on this particular point because hey, who would love recession? Who would love rising prices? So let's see if Elon Musk is right or he is wrong. And if you have understood the concepts in this video, do you think we will have the next recession anytime soon? Comment below and we have to talk about this. Let's talk. Anyways, hope you liked the video. If you did, share it with your friends and bring in more people into the community. We have a target of 200 subscribers by the end of January. Can you help me reach there? Share it with your friends. You can share it on your WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Discord communities and whatnot. And speaking of Discord communities, I'm also building a private Discord community which you can be a part of. Here I'm gathering some smart people who love to build stuff and work together. So if you want to be a part, link is in the description. If you want to come and say hi on my social media, the links are also there. If you like this video, there are other amazing videos on this channel. You should definitely check them out. This video right here would be my personal recommendation. Go check it out. So that was it for this video and I'll see you guys on the other side.